I just want to be clean and clear. You know, Y2K is whatever you want it to be, okay? So, TTYL. Hags, have a great summer. During the Y2K era, which is, for those who don't know, 1995 to 2005, I was blossoming into not a child, not yet a teenager. Well, I guess no, I became a teenager within that 10-year span. So what was I doing during this time period? Well, I was having acne and braces. But now I am a certified adult and I can look back at that and think, wow, good times, kind of. I did not have a boyfriend, which was basically all I wrote about in my diary. That's unrelated. So naturally, I wanted to dedicate an entire bar to this time period. I'm going to show you from start to finish the behind the scenes and the making of the Y2K aesthetic pop-up bar. Before I get started, I do just want to say that obviously I was not the only person to work on this. I was working 50-50 with another artist, and we also just had other people helping, and I want to say thank you to the owner. Obviously, I'm not going to bore people with all the thank you stuff, but just know that I'm very thankful for that. Moving on. So I had an idea as to what was happening during that time period, but that was obviously through the lens of a tween. So I did want to do more research so that when people go to said pop-up bar, they can relate to more stuff than just the stuff that I related to, because I highly doubt that everyone was as obsessed with Britney Spears as I was. Basically, I wanted to make this something enjoyable for people who aren't just in their late 20s. Although I did think about the fact that the type of people who go to pop-up bars are probably 21 to 29. So I'd say, you know, anyway. So I made sure to get actual photos printed from CVS, put those up, get magazines, cut them all out. All of the tabletops and the bar top, those are all hand collaged with actual magazines from 1995 to 2005. A lot of like People magazine, Cosmopolitan, all of the things that you were reading when you were way too young to be reading them and you really didn't understand what it was about. The bar top did end up getting scanned and printed out as a vinyl because they wanted to protect it from drinks and it getting wet and stuff, but all of the other tops are the original magazines, just under sort of like a laminate, under some plastic stuff. CDs were obviously a huge part of this. They were all hung on the ceiling. I basically just glued 2 CDs together with a little bit of fishing wire in the middle and then zip tied them to the ceiling. I should mention that the only thing that we were allowed to use was zip ties and tape because nothing could be permanently installed. That was a challenge, especially when you have 25 spiky belts, like Hot Topic style, and you're trying to tape them to a brick wall. My favorite thing in the whole bar would probably be the Lisa Frank wall. When I was making this, the owner saw it and was basically like, what the f is this? He's older and a man, and so Lisa Frank wasn't exactly on his radar back then. Thankfully, he eventually was like, okay, I trust, you know, whatever you guys are doing. And now it's basically the focal point where people take photos in front of it because it's Lisa Frank, butterflies, a neon sign, and a fuzzy couch. I mean, if that's not made for Instagram, then I don't know what is. The fuzzy couch was definitely a game changer. If you've ever seen my Go-Go Dancing at Festivals video, then you will recognize the couch towards the end of the video. And also what I'm sitting on right now is actually a dog bed. I made this for my dog with the extra fabric. Yeah, sitting on a dog bed. There are also a lot of things in this pop-up bar that aren't very obvious from photos. You really have to go there. A lot of this was acquired from eBay and the thrift store. I got one of those little fish that like pop out and sings to you from the thrift store. That was a big win. eBay, oh my god, I got so much stuff from eBay. And I even shouted out eBay in my news interview, like a tool.
Yeah, thank you, eBay.
That was basically the bulk of where everything came from. And I got some good stuff. I got the entire collection of NSYNC marionette dolls. I got a huge bulk box of old cell phones. And I don't know who's keeping this stuff, but good for them because they got some good sales from me. I also got a bunch of original posters. I don't know who was going into like Sam Goody and stocking up on all these posters, but thank you for keeping them around. I also had some help from friends. One of my friends, Angie, lead singer of Wandering Lies, I'll put that in the description. She donated some Juicy Couture purses, which was the thing back then. The entire process from proposal to opening night was probably about 3 months. It was a lot of fun. It was also very stressful. At the time, I was working on another art installation, and that had a very strict deadline to finish it. So basically, I was just like not sleeping very much, and a lot of the times where I was working on the pop-up bar was, you know, late into the night, like 2, 3 in the morning. And it was a lot. But then it was done, and opening night was super fun. It was a soft opening with just friends and family. All my friends were there, my parents were there. I told everybody to dress up in like 2000s type of attire. I feel like I never really get the aesthetic correct because I feel like it was so brand oriented. I would literally need like a BB, is that how you pronounce it? A shirt with like rhinestones, or like a juicy tracksuit, which I'm not up to buying those things because I don't want to. So that's why I'm wearing this collection of stuff, because like I'm trying to get there, but I'm not quite there. This pop-up bar is interesting because it's actually on the mezzanine floor of like a late night diner, which is connected to a nightclub, and it's the same owner for both places. And so we would work at the nightclub and dress up in like all these decade-related costumes. We would also go to the pop-up bar and like get ready there and hang out there. So it was really fun. I did a bunch of different ones. I did like Bring It On, Clueless, Boombox Heads, Moulin Rouge, Matrix. Thrillist did a video where they did like a whole outline of it. There were some articles. We were on the news. So with a pop-up bar, obviously it's not forever. It's the whole point is that it's something novel and it goes away, you know, within a few months or something. This actually did stay up longer. It might still be up with the pandemic. I have no idea if they're tearing that down. I feel like this would be the time to tear it down because nothing's going on right now, but who knows? I'm not in the know. So maybe you love it, maybe you hate it. As my friend Valerie would say,
it is what it is, it's not what it's not. The internet is a very big place, guys.
I hope that some people that didn't have compact discs come in here and understand how hard it was to listen to music when we were kids.
So over here we have Kill Bill, Dilemma, Baby Fat, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Return of the Mac, and Spice Girls.
I don't know where to start. I have to have every single one. Is there what's the most popular one?
I would have to say the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Okay.
This is a take on a Moscow Mule, but it's a little spicy, so it's got a nice little kick to it. And instead of vodka, we use Jameson, so everybody's favorite.
Supposed to take me to a certain scene in the movie, or just take me back?
Wherever you let it take you. Wherever you want.
I like the way you guys operate around here.
if you enjoyed this video, be kind and rewind. This pop-up bar was interesting because there was no permanent insulation of any point. That's not even a sentence. Okay, we're done.